It is sown corruptible, it is raised incorruptible. Today's first reading addresses the human body. In this reading from 1 Corinthians, St. Paul is answering one of the many questions from these early Christians about how to live this new faith. In answering, Paul doesn't mince words, calling someone who would ask what appears to be a perfectly normal question about how we may appear following the resurrection a fool. These early Christians were concerned about their bodies, and we can't really blame them. It's not like they had bottles of ibuprofen lying around. Knee replacement surgery wasn't exactly available just yet either. But even with our modern advancements, many people today are obsessed with their physical state. Their weight, their wrinkles, their aches and pains. How often do we hear of some miraculous facial cream or weight loss system, some physical training program or hormone treatment that will make us feel and look years younger? For nearly all of my adult life, I've been a weekend warrior, being sedentary all week and then having either volleyball, basketball, or any number of physical activities dominate my weekend. Of course, I also attempted to keep up with my kids, but as they grew taller, faster, and stronger, I watched middle age catch up with me. The sore back and the aching knees were impossible to ignore. Not long after my 40th birthday, I reluctantly transitioned from a weekend warrior to weekends on the injured reserve list. Without caring for ourselves, without moderate exercise on a regular basis, the body will break down sooner rather than later. But will we one glorious day get our bodies back, free from arthritis, cancer, or heart problems? Will we live without headaches, without even stubbing our toes or getting bitten by mosquitoes? Maybe so, but I don't believe that's the message of today's first reading. In fact, we shouldn't even be thinking in those terms, according to St. Paul. If there is a natural body, there is also a spiritual one, he tells us, which prompts me to ask myself, how much time do I spend caring for or exercising my spiritual body? Even if we've committed ourselves to regular exercise and eating right, have we done so at the expense of spending time with God? At the expense of working on our relationships with those we love? Maybe we can make a nearby church or chapel our spiritual gym. Maybe just our living room or bedroom can serve as a quiet place to strengthen our spiritual life every day. And speaking of eating right, there's no better spiritual food than the Eucharist. Yes, we will still falter. We're human. Not only will I occasionally eat that 5-scoop ice cream sundae, but much worse than that, I will fail to be patient. I will gossip or insult others. I'll forget that Jesus lives in each and every person. But I believe that there will be many fewer of those instances if I'm regularly examining my behavior, regularly working out with God through prayer and reflection. Pope Francis reminded us of this as well when he said, "Take care of your spiritual life, your relationship with God, because this is the backbone of all that we do and all that we are." We've been sown a natural body, as 1 Corinthians tells us today, but are raised a spiritual body. What are we doing to keep our spiritual body healthy?